Hello, this is Maria from the Alternative UK here. We're in front of one of the voting spots in Copenhagen in Amager, which is a local area. And it's election day, and I'm meeting Maja, who's one of the candidates in Copenhagen.
Hello.
So, Maja, maybe you can tell me a bit about yourself, who you are, and your campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My name is Maja Krog, and I am the how do you say that? Ordfører? That's like
Spokesperson, maybe?
Spokesperson of families and children in Copenhagen. And I have a background as a KS pilot. The same education as Uffe Elbæk started up years ago. And I also have a background in communications and in yoga, actually, for children. The reason why I kind of started here, started to become a politician, it's the first time I've ever done anything like this, was just because I really felt that the alternative is an alternative to all the rest of the parties. And I really wanted to make a change because I think the society is like gone mad at some points, and I want to slow down everything and have more time. And for me, as a family, I'm very pregnant as well right now and have a son who's 3 years old. I really want to be a strong voice that gives families more time and children time to just be. And I've tried different ways of pushing the society in that way, but I really find that it's very meaningful for me to join the alternative in Copenhagen.
And how have you been working with these key issues in your campaign?
I have had three key issues, which have been more grown-ups in the children's institutions, like kindergarten, and work-life balance, which is like more part-time jobs and better time for the parents to actually spend time with their children. And the third key issue was maternity leave, how we kind of structure our society around women and men being at home with their little babies. So that's the key issues, and I've been working with them through political labs, primarily digital political labs, actually, because I've found that I've tried inviting people to these events, and it's very, very hard, especially for stressed out families, to find the time to go someplace and actually use a night just to talk about politics. So I've done it digitally. So I've taken up issues around family politics, and then I've invited experts, actually just in my kitchen. So I put up a camera and like a light bulb and a microphone, and then I've just interviewed these different experts and invited on Facebook live stream people to comment and to share their stories and to ask questions. And I really feel that people have wanted to join in and had a lot of great comments and great questions. And I've also asked them which guests I should invite, and they have come with their suggestions, subjects I should take up, and and it's been really learningful for me. And I wouldn't be here today if I hadn't done that, because I've been really seeing new issues of the family life, not just from my own perspective, but from like everyone else's. And it's been really cool journal.
So some of these comments and questions people ask, you've sort of included in your campaign or in your issues, and you've worked with these things during the campaign.
Yeah. And through my whole campaign, it's been like a year since I got elected for, like, as a candidate for the alternative. So the journey started a year ago, and at this point I only had like, I want to talk about families and I want to talk about children's rights, kind of. That's my key issues. And then the culmination, you could say, of my campaign was the political statement we just gave around families in the Alternative Copenhagen department. So we kind of made this. We made this paper with 11 different suggestions to how we think the family life in Copenhagen should be, and which like politics we could make within this area, and they would have looked so much different if I hadn't done this. Because, for example, I have a suggestion around families that like divorced families, and I wouldn't have had that if I hadn't come across people that really felt like this was a burning issue for them. And also families where the woman, for example, has been hit. What do you call it? Voldsramte familier.
So sort of abuse, or
families where you have abuse, and all these different areas where I'm from, like this perfect little family, and it's been so mind-blowing to suddenly see all these different issues and how family life is so different from everyone, and which issues there are so different.
So today, sort of, it's done. The result will be out very soon. And if you get elected, do you have any idea sort of how you will work with these things, and how you will represent all these families and people you've been talking to?
Yeah. Well, first off, I think I've really learned through this last year that you can't just have an opinion and then suspect that everyone will listen. You have to corroborate. And I've really found that all the other parties in Copenhagen have really welcomed the alternative and really want to cooperate with us. So I think the first thing you have to keep in mind is that you have to be good friends with all the other politicians, or else you will never get anything done. So I've actually been quite surprised how many things I can agree with the other parties. But of course, like, we have a different way of seeing things. But I really feel that, like, this cooperation is where you start, and then you have to kind of talk to each other to find the right solution for the city. So I think cooperation is like a key issue here.
Cool. And how are you feeling about everything?
Well, I'm really excited.
Yeah.
And I have no idea if I'm in or out. But actually, I don't think it's that important, because I really feel like we've been 17 candidates in Copenhagen, and people have been extraordinary cool. Like, the other candidates have just, like, really worked their butts off, and I'm so proud of everyone. So if I'm not elected, it's because someone else, like, did a better job, spoke more to the heart, or came out better than I did, and that's just so cool. so I'm really fine with whatever. But of course, I hope that I get in, for the children's sake mostly. But I have no idea.
Great. Well, fingers crossed for the results.
Thank you.
And now you have to pick up your son
Yeah.
from the kindergarten.
Yes.
Cool. And yeah, I'm off to get ready for the party, I guess.
Yeah,
The
see you
election
in
party.
there.
See you there. Okay.
I have babysitters tonight.
Oh, nice. Bye bye.